Hello, welcome to another edition of Lowercast Podcast. This is Ziggy.
And Pony, see my yo. That make no sense.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a word, but
I don't think so. If I butchered that word for those who are Muslim, I'm sorry.
what's Muslim?
It's Muslim, man. It's from the area.
All right. Yeah, we it was kind of last minute to do another podcast today. We tried using a mic that we have, but
AKG
it's not working.
P200.
I'm assuming it's because it's not compatible for laptops, but we didn't confirm that.
That's true because it says it keeps saying that the USB is an old rendered one.
And plus, it says it keeps showing it as a sound device, like a speaker.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. What the fuck? No one updates me with the fuck the USBs. I think all USBs are universal no matter what. But no, we had 3.2, 3.1.
If it doesn't work out, we might have to actually get a USB.
0.0.
Hey,
Keep going.
if it doesn't work out, you might as well get a USB mic. Walmart sells a lot of those ones. You know, those are decent mics and everything. The reason why you want to get a mic is because the sound quality is not that great. You want like really good quality.
Yes, support your local Walmart.
Yeah, because I was really looking at some webcams. There's one that records in 1080p, but the problem is the mic on the webcam itself is not good. But the video quality is really good. It's a Logitech. I'm thinking about getting that when I get my tax return, so we could probably use that.
And then little message, little word of advice. We don't advocate smoking. We smoke a lot. We're addicted.
Yeah, don't copy us.
Yeah, no. We smoke a lot.
We've been smoking for a really long time.
Like if we don't smoke on camera or outside camera, we're gonna go crazy. We're probably gonna end up like in that scene for All Kings Man, where that guy kicks everybody's ass in the church.
Oh yeah, that was very oh man, that's a bashing religion right there.
I'll probably grab his dog and just throw him against the camera. No, I'm kidding. I'm not advocating animal cruelty either. I love dogs and pets, whatever. I don't care. If a fucking kangaroo, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because Pony called me earlier and he said, "Hey man, you want to do a podcast?" All right. And I was actually asleep. I don't know what to do with myself anymore since I only work one day a week.
And I was at PB dropping off my girl. That's what I was doing.
I need to get a girl.
Hey, anyone has some advice? Let him know.
Please let me know.
You has a friend. You has his number, maybe.
Yeah. Please let me know what I'm doing wrong because obviously I really don't know how to pick the girls.
You know what? That's true. Just give us some advice. I mean, give him some advice.
And please leave us comments, all our subscribers, because we're trying to get some input here, and we're not getting any input from
Somewhat.
anybody. Yeah, somewhat.
Thank you, Angelica, for giving us some input.
Who's Angelica?
A coworker from the old place I work for.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So at least somebody appreciates what we're doing. We're very entertaining. That's a good thing.
Women are hard. I'm gonna let you know. I appreciate you guys.
So are
know.
the majority of the subscribers women?
Yeah. Hi.
Who else? Who else is it though?
I don't know who's the sixth one. I don't know who's the last one. I don't know that one for sure. I know it's like I know the 3 ones, but I don't know who's the last one. Like subscribe.
What are they saying about it?
They like it. They're entertained by it. You tell us. I mean, are you entertained? Are you entertained?
Yeah, we're gonna put a lot of. I'm gonna work on editing this video after I finish, and I'm gonna add our names on the bottoms, so it just flashes and then it disappears after like a couple of seconds.
Yes.
And we'll put our Instagrams there too, so you can view us and everything. We're trying to get this kicked off. It's a slow process, but slowly but surely we'll get something.
Yeah, but if anything, well, I guess at this point we're gonna talk about how it's hard for Mike to get a girlfriend.
Yeah, because I've actually, when I left, last year back in October, October 26th, before I left, I had like 4 girls that I was doing process elimination. Like I was dating them all at the same time.
Process elimination.
But they all gone.
You crumbled down like Jenga.
Yeah. Either they gave me a stupid excuse to say, "Oh, I don't got time for a boyfriend or relationship. I'm too busy with this and that," or that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess the whole topic today would be how some women are hard. I have a girlfriend, so I have no problem with it for some odd reason.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I haven't been in a relationship in over 12 years.
Fucking year, Joe.
Yeah.
That means he's technically a virgin.
I'm not a virgin.
Technically, he's a virgin.
I'm not a virgin, you asshole.
Oh,
I haven't been a virgin for a fucking long ass time.
no, but yeah, seriously, like this.
Well, when it comes to a relationship, maybe, yeah.
It's probably I
Metaphorically speaking.
I probably got a girlfriend at the peak where women were changing. Maybe that's what happened.
Probably.
Or it's where like, okay, we're gonna change, and I just got him right.
I don't know what
right in between.
See, my age cutoff is 24.
24, yo. He's 20. He's 30.
Not that old. I've been called old before. Some girl told me I was too old for her. Yeah.
How old was she?
Well, then again, she was kind of young.
She was. Well, say the age because
she was 19.
She was like, okay.
Yeah. I've been told twice. First for this one girl I did like, and then the second time when I was at the Chula Vista Mall, I was buying one of those little emojis, like it was like a little stuffed thing, and I was asking the lady like, what are the age, like what's it called, who usually buys the emojis, and she says usually it's like teenagers. Yeah, and then she was asking how old I was, and I said I was 27. She's like, man, you're old. Yeah, I was pretty rude, like I didn't take too much offense to it because considering 19 to 27, I guess that's a huge gap. But then I guessed her age right too. I said, what are you, like 18 or 19? She's like, yeah. I'm like, see.
Women are hard. I mean, seriously, women are hard. You guys are hard. I mean, I'm not saying all of you are.
I'm not a grandpa, okay?
Selectively.
When did 27 become the new 50?
Basically, the new 28 is the new 48.
Jesus Christ.
Basically.
And what's with this lingo? I can't understand these fucking kids are saying anymore. Like, our slang is complete. Well, I'm sure they won't understand us either, but there's something else, like almost like speaking another language.
I don't understand that. I don't understand.
Oh, there is one thing I wanted to talk about. I just remember right now.
Get out of your head, man.
Yeah.
Get out of your head.
This is one of the topics I was thinking about earlier, because Philippe was mentioning to me like we should talk about grueling.
What the fuck is grueling?
Basically, it's pussy juice.
What about it?
It's a new term. It's a new term they're using. Like girls are using. I don't know how to spell it, because Philippe was asking if we could get like a girl over and like could explain it like a guest.
Well, probably how.
And I mean,
I don't want
it was a good idea. It was a good idea. He said that maybe we'll get more views if we get a girl in our podcast and talk about that, because I've never heard of it. It doesn't roll off the tongue right.
Man, that's weird.
It's like drool,
but grueling.
Yeah, grueling.
Where do you get this word from? I
don't know. He said he saw it on Instagram, but I tried to search it, but it's not showing up. I don't know if the spelling's wrong or something.
Well, are you guys hearing this right now? So
yeah,
if
anybody's interested in coming on our show, we'll find somebody.
Or explaining it if you're uncomfortable. Just down there.
No, trust me. There must be one person that wants to talk about that.
True, everybody's like kind of free spirited nowadays.
Because we're all adults here, and why not have an adult conversation? Well, it's inappropriate. I'm sorry for the viewers that I'm related to, like any relatives or units, because I know we speak kind of inappropriately.
Very inappropriately.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is why we're lower class.
Yeah.
We're not classy. We're call it classy podcast.
We're not professional.
We're classy podcast. But it's not like that. So.
Yeah, because, I don't know if we talked about this yet, but we're not really looking to make any money off of this, but maybe eventually make some kind of profit. I've been looking into it a lot, and we could probably make some kind of profit.
Maybe.
Like side money.
I mean, depending on how many subscribers we get.
Yeah, we have to have more than what we have now. It's a slow process, but we'll have
we get in there. We got right now. We got one more subscriber. Well, 2 more subscribers from.
For our one subscriber that actually likes us, promote us.
Thank you.
And tell all your friends, because we appreciate that.
All your friends, homies, and your homies, and your girl homies, and people in the club, all that shit in the bar too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but overall, seriously, like. So it's kind of hard for this boy to get a girl. I mean, it's been hard for him for a while. I mean, like I said,
I've been trying. Don't get me wrong, I've been trying.
Selective women are very
And we talked about asexual in the last podcast. I'm not asexual, but I feel like I'm on the verge of getting close to that, you know, because I want to give up at this point.
You're gonna become pansexual?
No, fuck you, man. I'm trying, man, but it's hard.
No.
Some of these girls I talk to, they want me to have like some kind of career, or maybe I'm not their type. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I'm a nice guy, right?
I don't know. I'm not gay. So.
No, well, I'm not asking you like that, man. I'm saying.
You know what? If you guys do have a comment on that on him, I mean, a guy's perspective and a woman's perspective is way different. Both of them, obviously we play game like PlayStation and all that shit. You guys go into your whole Kardashian bullshit. And
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You know, like the girls are not. They're not really being very. You know, they're not telling me why they don't want to date me. I'm sure it's other reasons, but they give me dumb reasons just to cover up. But it's really the reason not to date me.
Some women are selective,
because I'm not looking to have like just fun, you know. Like I'm looking to actually have a relationship like this motherfucker, you know.
Yes, but yeah, like.
Because I've been called rude. I'm not fucking rude.
Women are hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. The only thing I've always given advice as
because I guess my personality is not like most people, I suppose. I don't know.
I just say laugh. All I say is say some stupid joke and apparently.
I mean, I do that too, but mine's more like sarcastic and inappropriate.
Oh, that's probably
that might be.
You probably have your answer right there.
Yeah. But you know, some people like that, you know.
Yeah. Well. I mean, if you guys don't have comments, like I said, it's up down there. Right there. Let me see if I can click on it. Nope, I can't. But yeah, seriously, like, you guys have some advice? Give us some advice. Oh, give him some advice, not me. I don't need it.
Yeah, this one might. I don't. This podcast might be a little bit shorter because we don't have much to talk about because we very last minute.
That's true. Yeah.
So I'm even running out of things to say right now.
No. But seriously, but lately, right? What I've heard on the news lately, though. Like about Donald Trump winning, even though he's a fucking idiot.
I'm not even registered to vote.
Yeah, me either. I don't know. I feel like this whole
none of the candidates seem, you know,
uphand. And then I heard that Obama was he applied for a position for the UN, and then you have the Pope advertising this one whole religion. That makes no sense to me. Like, I mean, how? I don't know. That's just weird. Everybody has their own thing, but I mean, one whole religion. I don't know. You're trying to control one whole world then. I mean, I think it goes back to like the whole whole government thing.
It's almost like a cult or something.
Kind of like Futurama. Yeah, it's like a whole united. What do they call it? No, Futurama. Not United States, United World.
Something like that. I can't remember. But I know you're talking about. Yeah.
United World of States. I don't know. But no, it's a trip. But
But please let me know what I'm doing wrong. And why I can't find a nice girl.
Anybody.
Like all the girls that I've dated, they all have issues.
I think you found the other answer.
I don't know why I keep picking these girls. It's not my fault, you know. Like I've been told I was Captain Save-A-Ho. I'm not Captain Save-A-Ho. It's not my fault that I choose these
Explain
girls.
What that is.
Captain Save-A-Ho. It's when you're trying to save a girl that has issues. I don't know. I guess that's my definition. I don't really fucking know.
You're probably good at rebounds.
Probably. That's probably it. Yeah, a lot of them rebounds. Yeah.
Freaking rebounds.
I don't know what to do.
That's a trip, yo. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, you guys have some advice. Just go ahead, put it on the bottom, yo. I mean, let
us know what you think because I know we have subscribers, but we're not getting input from you guys, you know. We'd appreciate it if you did.
Just try it out. Just give us some input. Don't be embarrassed to just write any comment. I mean, we're gonna take it as you know.
Yeah, we don't care. It could be negative as long as we're getting some kind of feedback here.
Anything.
Let us know we're doing a good job. You know.
You sound desperate right now. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
It's desperate for some loving.
Yeah. Well, I mean, other than that, I mean, our lives are pretty. Well, my life is pretty good right now, even though I'm only working 1 day a week, and. You know, I just saw my cousin yesterday, and I just dropped him off in the airport this morning.
True. I'm doing well. We're all doing well, I guess.
Yeah, semi-well. You know, I got a debt, but it's alright. I could get that paid off. No problem.
True. But seriously, if you have some advice for this, please let us know. Well, I mean, where's the best place to probably meet? For him to meet girls? A bar? A club? a social
not
occasion.
a bar. It can't be bars anymore. That's where I met most of these girls.
A Starbucks.
Starbucks. I don't know about Starbucks, man.
Oh, probably. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess.
I've tried dating websites too, and those don't work.
You go. What is it? Plenty of Fish.
Yeah, Plenty of Fish, and then there's OkCupid, and then they got some other ones. I've had all those, and none of them, and because they're all those are paid websites. I'm not paying for love or whatever I'm looking for right now. No way.
You're gonna pay for love. That's
Yeah.
like basically.
Well, I never paid. I just had the free one.
It's like the mail order bride.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah.
As a trip. Well, I mean, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was saying that like she sounded interested in coming on to the podcast, but I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I was talking to her. She said she seemed like she wanted to, but
Because I had a friend that wanted to also come on the podcast. Also, she was, but she moved already before we could even start this.
she was a stripper.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't seem like a stripper at the time, but it would have been interesting to have her over and talk about what it's like to be a stripper, you know?
Exactly. That'd be pretty good.
Because we need guests, because we can't always do this just me and him, you know? Because we're gonna eventually run out of things to say or talk about, you know? That's why we want you guys to give us some you know, like topics to talk about, and we'll see if we could do that, you know? There's no real boundaries on what we can talk about, but there is limitations though. Like we can't talk too much about politics or religion, because that's just too much. Those are gonna like drag on forever. And we've talked about religion like over the phone a lot too, and those conversations are really long.
Yes.
It would probably be like a 2-hour podcast,
Maybe.
most likely.
Yeah, I was saying like I was just talking about how like there's a difference between faith and religion. I mean, there's two things. One's a person saying their theories and other people supporting, and the other one's actually believing in the higher being. That's pretty much
Like it's more of an interest for me. Like religion is really interesting. like I could read about it online or whatever. I even read about what Catholic is. Catholic is it's just like universal or something. That's the meaning. It derives from there. It's like, I guess it goes for full circle or something like that. It's interesting, but I'm just not religious right now. He has like some sort of faith, you know?
I got a Christian faith, meaning that I don't support the religion, but I do support the faith, which means that I believe Jesus Christ is the Son of God. That's basically what that is.
But one thing we could debate about is the evidence of his existence. I read about it, and it said there's no evidence of his existence anywhere. Just the Bible and other stuff. I'm sure we're not getting any comments on this, but oh man, why are we even talking about this?
I mean, that's a good topic, either one.
Yeah. Well, you could continue it because you know,
True. I mean, the only evidence that I would have would be the Bible. I mean, it's the oldest book in history, even older than any book there is. I mean, every other Bible is basically based on the Holy Bible.
Yeah, there's no real physical evidence of his existence. Just people talking.
Which is good, because even in the Bible it mentions that I mean, there's no need for you to go find evidence. In reality, it's a supernatural power type of thing, and then that's how you.
I'm sure other people question it too. You know, like if he really existed, or if he, you know, it's we don't really know, because that was a long time ago. So we can only speculate.
True. And then usually, I mean, I always advocate that it doesn't take too much time to experience that kind of stuff. I mean, it's not going to hurt you if you read the Bible. It doesn't hurt you if you pray. If you're going through some hard time, you just go ahead and do it. I mean, it doesn't. I'm not saying your religion is wrong. I'm not saying your faith is wrong. I'm just saying that it doesn't take anything. It doesn't take any time in your life to go ahead and pray or read the Bible. It's try it, and that's how you experience it.
Yeah, like me personally, I'm not against religion. Like, if you have your own religion, either Christian, Muslim, whatever, we don't care.
Yeah, just open up your heart to it, and that's pretty much it. Open up your heart to it. Don't go around. Oh, I'm gonna pray, and you pray, and then you don't have an open mind for it or an open heart.
Yeah, because my grandma gives me shit all the time, not being, because I was born Catholic, I was baptized Catholic, and I keep telling her, I don't know why she keeps forgetting, but I keep telling her I don't have religion, and she gets really mad and she slapped me on the arm every time. It's like she has Alzheimer's or something.
Yeah, so I kind of. I respect
having a relationship, but don't throw it in my face saying I'm an antichrist.
No, that's true. I mean, I guess, I mean, the only way I can put it, I'm not, like I said, I have my thing. You guys have your thing. Either way, but the way I started off was probably when I was born Catholic. I was baptized when I was a baby, and then when I grew up, I was going to church, and I was forced to go.
Mm-hmm.
But then after I kind of like branched out, and I started doing all these things, and I started doing drugs and alcohol. I became an alcoholic for a while. But the only thing that came like really,
I think
like,
we all were kind of at that point.
yeah, we're just exploring, you can say.
Yeah, like me when I was in high school, I did smoke a little bit, but not as much as like other people did. Like I did kind of socially, but I did smoke heavily,
Yeah.
and it always fucked me up.
And then the way I got into the faith is the fact that I went through some hardships where I've either totaled my car to a point where I could have died, or I've overdosed on drugs or overdosed on alcohol. And
Oh, we should talk about that time you overdosed.
yeah, like there was a one time that, because this is the time in high school. In high school, I guess.
Wait, are you sure it was? I think it was after high school. It might have been like.
No, this was during high school. It was towards the senior year.
Was it really when we were with Enrique and all?
Yeah, that was towards senior year.
You sh- you
I mean, what happened, I was in towards our end of our senior year, so I was really involved in selling drugs, and I was really a really big alcoholic and stuff. So we used to throw parties, and a lot of people would come, and it got really big. But one day, we went to the party. I took him with me, and so we were drinking. And so what I decided to do, I decided to get drunk, pop some pills, and do some coke. And eventually, I was overdosing on coke. And I remember sitting right next to this fool like this, and I'm laying back, and eventually everything started going tunnel vision. When I say tunnel vision, it's like you if you had a mirror that was a tunnel and you look through it, that's what it looked like. And then eventually all the voices started going muffled, if you cover up a microphone and you start talking slow, little by little, and that's how it sounded. So it sounded like kind of like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Charlie Brown.
sounds like Charlie. Yeah, exactly. And eventually everything started going dark, but in my head, I mean, I'm seeing tunnel vision, muffled voices, and then eventually in my head I'm hearing a voice going, let go, and then I'm subconsciously just going no, and then eventually I'm letting go. As I'm letting go,
let go, like
let go.
let go.
Yeah, I heard a voice say, let
shit.
go. So I hear this voice go, let go, and I'm like, no, fuck that. And then eventually, I guess I gave up, and I started letting go. So everything started going dark this time instead of tunnel vision. So
Yeah, because I remember asking him, because I didn't remember it until he started talking about it. Then I remember that happening, and I remember asking him if he was okay, and he snapped right back into
exactly
it.
when he said, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Sorry, same pony." So as the whole voices left and it went dark.
Yeah, he wasn't gone for that long. It must have been maybe less than a
Yeah,
minute or
and then I was
something.
already, I did all that within I did all the drugs and stuff within 5 minutes, and I was already fucked up.
Yeah, we did a lot of experimenting with drugs.
Yeah, so
I was stuck at coke for a little bit.
yeah.
And my dad noticed too, and he was like, you know what? I noticed you've been losing a lot of weight, and he said, are you on drugs or on coke? And I'm like, oh shit, I couldn't deny it, because I'm a horrible liar.
Yeah.
So the following day, this was back in probably like 2009 or something. Following day, my dad takes me to the clinic, and then he checked my sinuses, whatever, and they gave me like a prescription for like some allergy pills because I was having really bad allergies. My immune system was breaking up.
No.
So I stopped doing that. I don't even do any drugs. I drink heavily though, but I'm not an alcoholic. But I'm guessing I'm like 3 steps away from being an alcoholic.
Yeah.
3 steps. The only thing I don't know what the 3 steps are, but I know one of them is not having a job, and the other one is probably like losing everything and hitting rock bottom, probably.
Oh well, continue the story. So everything goes black. I mean, I did this within 5 minutes. I did the pills, the coke, and whatnot, and it hit me. And then so tunnel vision happens. So everything starts going dark, and then I pass out for I guess like he mentioned, like, was a moment, like not even 5 minutes. It was probably a minute.
I'm sure it felt longer to him.
Yeah,
because he was experiencing it.
so he's like everything goes dark. I don't hear anything anymore, and then eventually I start hearing my nicknames. Well, obviously it's Pony, so I keep hearing like little by little by like sounding like it was distant, and so I start hearing Pony, are you okay? And I wake up, and I wake up like nothing had happened. Like,
now you remember you were telling me that you felt refreshed.
yeah, I felt refreshed. Nothing. It seemed like everything got out of my system when I woke back up, and I'm like, and I just looked around. But my mistake was that when I woke up, I didn't take this as a sign. I basically took it like, oh, okay, let's go get fucked up again. I didn't. Like,
yeah, we continued.
Yeah, I didn't.
We had a keg there. We didn't finish it.
Yeah, exactly.
There was still a lot left.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, exactly. And then I guess, I mean, the reason I'm explaining this, because I explained it through the faith. Even though I was forced to go a Christian religion, I still believe in God. So I've never ever escaped away from that. But I, always believed in it, but I was always iffy about it. I mean, I guess recently I got back into it more because I'm older, and I always felt like something was always there protecting me. Because, like I said, I totaled my car to the point where the whole front of the car was gone, and I came out with no injury. The other person had 3 kids and that lady who was driving inside a truck. So my car went under the truck. Just imagine those monster trucks. The car goes under the truck, and the airbag hits me right in the chest, and then I see the lady, and she hits her window, and the kids, you can see the kids jumping when I hit her, and then. Yes, for the record, it wasn't my fault. Even the cops said that it was her fault because she did an illegal U-turn. Just for the record. But yeah, so my whole car is totaled. I put it in park. I kick the door open, get out, and I actually stand right next to the door, and I laugh. And the reason I was laughing is because I was like, holy shit, I didn't die. And then, I mean, nothing happened to me. Nothing happened to me. I'm saying that the whole front of the car was gone. I couldn't even move it. I couldn't even maneuver anything. I mean, if I would have gone to the left, I would have gone over a hill, and then the car would roll over. If I would have gone to the right, I would have hit a concrete pillar where I would just, I would have been screwed. But no, I hit it. I got out of the car. The car was totally totaled. Nothing was able to be done to it. So I get out of the car. I lay against the car, and I'm laughing. I'm like, holy crap, I'm alive. And eventually I tell them to go check the kids and stuff, and apparently the only injury they got is they hit the window, or she hit the window, and then the kids hit their heads on the side windows.
Wait, she hit the side window? Or
yeah, because I'm going straight down, and then she does this like that, and then pop, I go under. So when I hit her, she hits pop like that, and then it recoils to the side, and her kids jump up. And I saw a dog jump up too inside the car. There was a dog boom, what the fuck?
And dogs have horrible balance in a car.
Exactly. Yeah. And you hear the kids crying, which was sad. And then I heard the dog goes, "Arr!" And I was like, holy shit. And I got out of the car. I was like, holy crap, this is crazy. And then I went through some stuff where I have 3 skulls on my chest that I got tattooed on me for near-death experience I've had. Like I said, overdose. I almost
Wait, that's why you have those tattoos?
Mm-hmm. One was for the drug overdose, one was for alcohol poisoning, and then the other one was for the car.
Oh, one thing we should talk about is our tattoos.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I got death on my arm, and it's gonna work its way up, and it's gonna be, my whole arm is gonna be the 4 horsemen. Eventually, I'm gonna get it finished. And then on my chest, I have a skull Brass Knuckles, which is a band that's from Miami. They're called Remembering Never. They're pretty cool. Yeah. They covered a Black Flag. They covered a spray paint.
I have about 16 tattoos on my body, which I don't want to show.
Holy shit, you have 16 now?
16.
Jesus Christ.
Some of those were done by my homie named Mickey, or you can search him up on Tumblr.
I was going to get a tattoo from him, but I don't know, he kind of...
I stopped.
He postponed it. I don't know if he's getting back into it.
I'm not doing it. I'm done. I know, I can't.
I want a traditional tattoo.
I can't do it, but I can probably refer you to a friend. If you want to look him up, he's on Instagram as Kid Stink. He's a really good tattoo artist.
We'll put his Instagram right there, so you don't have to look it up.
He's based on LA. He's on Midtown Tattoos in downtown. Well, downtown LA. I mean,
my tattoo artist. I'm gonna promote him. I'm gonna leave his Instagram on the video also. He's really good. He's won awards. He's done tattoo conventions. As you can see with this one, it's really, really cool. It's really detailed. I won't tell you how much it was because he would probably get mad at me if I told you how much I actually paid for this tattoo.
But yeah,
Considering most tattoo shops would charge more. So
yeah. If some of you are getting into tattoos, just understand that the way to get into it, you have to be a good drawer. Just to let you know, you gotta be a good artist. And then
plus, if you want to get tattoos, you gotta make sure you want it because it's life. And it's more expensive to get it removed.
Exactly. And then if you were trying to look for an apprenticeship at a tattoo shop, I would suggest trying going into a tattoo shop and asking them if they need anybody to apprentice. Some of them will talk shit to you. I just understand.
Yeah, because you got to be really good at drawing. Because if you're not, your tattoos are gonna look like shit.
Yeah,
I've seen some really shitty tattoos.
Yeah, but you just understand that like these people will like haze you. They will talk shit. That's just normal. That's part of the process. They'll haze you. Some of them will hate you. Some of them are pretty cool. I mean, when I started up was in LA, and because I lived out there for 5 years, and I was out there. I got my first tattoo by my friend Mickey, and he's giving me a tattoo, and I like the traditional way he was doing it. I have a pony boy tattoo on my side, that has it's a pony and it has a sun. It's not a pony like My Little Pony. It's the head of it's the head of a horse. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
So there's this pony boy. He's doing the tattoo, and I'm seeing like how well he's doing it. I'm like, oh, cool. This is cool. I was always looking for some sort of art that I would like.
Yeah, because we have different like. My tattoos and his tattoos are different. He's more traditional. I'm more modern. Tattoos,
exactly.
More detailed and everything. He's like the Sailor Jerry.
Yes,
tattoos,
Sailor. I love that art. I mean,
I like it too, but I just don't know where I'm gonna put it because both my arms are reserved for tattoos that I want. Because I'm not getting like like typical people get like scattered tattoos and they're like all over the place. Like mine is gonna be one whole piece connecting. So it's like one theme and then one theme on this arm. Actually, on this arm, it's gonna be anime. Dragon Ball Z.
But yeah, like so continuing the story with how because I got an apprenticeship with this fool. So he's tattooing me and I'm enjoying the art he's doing. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I always wanted to try a tattoo because even in high school I was doing stuff. I did flyers for punk bands. I've done some art, some tattoo designs for some friends, which I've gotten. So I mean, I was preparing myself to become a tattoo artist. So I went out there, get the tattoo, and I'm talking to this fool. He's cool and chill. So eventually, I guess me and him become friends somehow. I forgot how. So me and my roommate at the time, became very close to this guy. And so I'm talking to him. I was like, how do you do this and how do you do that? And he explains to me. And so eventually what I did, I bought a tattoo machine. And when I bought the tattoo machine, I didn't know how to set it up. So I basically castrated my right leg, because the needle needs to be a certain amount out and not too out. It doesn't have to be the whole needle. If it's the whole needle, you'll castrate your whole leg off, which basically that's what I did. But
well, not off like literally, but
yeah. You like just castrate, you just scar it basically.
Yeah, it's gonna look like a 3D tattoo.
Exactly. Yeah. So I do that, and I guess me and my roommate go into the tattoo shop, and I go in there. And I show this fool what's up, and he goes, dude, that's pretty good for a beginner. I'm like, oh wow, this is a good compliment coming from a professional. So it was him, it was Mickey, and this girl named Rebecca. She's a really, really good tattoo artist. She graduated Poly Cal. She's very good at this. I mean, I don't know what her website is, but they're based off Monsters Inc. on San Fernando. That's San Fernando Valley. So
the porn capital of the world.
Yeah, basically. So you go out there, you can always go out there and then probably ask for them. I mean, the tattoo artists around in there are pretty good. I don't know if they're still there, but yeah. So I'm going in there, and then eventually, little by little, we start kicking it, and then they start setting up my machines. Even the chick's helping me out, and which is pretty cool. I was like really excited because there's two tattoo artists helping us how to set up the machines and how to teach us how to tattoo. So eventually, I started tattooing, and then my roommate started tattooing too. And apparently, we started getting an apprenticeship. So what happened? Not an apprenticeship at the shop, but apprenticeship learning from the master, basically. So I was going to the shop and going to his house. And he had a shop in his garage, which is really good, nice setup. So I love his art. So I'm going in there, and he's doing the thing. And then eventually I quit. because I was having some problems out there, and I only stuck to it for 9 months. I got all right at it. My lining was really kind of bad, but I did, I kept going at it. My roommate did too. I don't know what happened to him because me and him don't even talk anymore. But yeah, I stopped eventually, and I'm like, I'm just gonna let it off. I don't want to do this anymore. I prefer to draw. I think I'm more meant to draw on paper.
We both have some kind of art. Like I write poetry, he draws.
Yeah.
I used to draw, but not anymore. I used to draw mostly anime, but I don't think I can do it anymore. I was really good at drawing Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, so for those who are artists or trying to look to do art, or who wants to do like an apprenticeship, like I mentioned, if apprenticeship wise, go in there and then just be familiar with the people. I mean, give them some good compliments on their art. They love that. And then apparently,
but just remember, you have to be really dedicated to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's this dedication. You can't like say, oh, grab the machine. And you're like, oh, I'm not good at it at the first try. You're gonna have to continue no matter what. Like anything. Like if you paint, stick to it, and you'll probably start doing number coding, or I think we call it, or number painting, where you like color a certain number, a certain color. Or when you do poetry, you kind of storm.
Yeah. Normally for me, I don't really have any like inspirations, like as far as like who influenced me at like writing poetry. It's something I picked up like right after high school, so it's only been about 10 years. People always ask me like, who are your influences? Like, you know what, I don't really have any. It's just no question.
Yeah, so I mean, the way to get into these things, I mean, either you read other people's stuff and you get influenced by that, or you watch.
I guess my major influences is some bands, because like my writing of like poetry, like the style I use is I guess you could compare it to, what's this band called Opeth? It's kind of like that, but yeah, it's actually similar to that. But I didn't copy him. All my shit's original, and maybe one day I'll read one. Actually, you know what? Maybe I could do that now.
Yeah.
But you could continue while I look.
But yeah, like, so, I mean, if you have a talent and use it, I mean, that's how people do it in this world. Like, you can sell your art for, like, depending how good it is. You understand there's a competition for all this. It's not like, oh, I'm the only unique one. No. There's graffiti artists, there's a lot of things out there. There's even people who use cartoons who already exist, and they kind of use Twitch it and add their little thing to it, which is pretty cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Kid Robot is a good one to go by. Kid Robot has some pretty good like Twitched up cartoons, really good, which I do enjoy. Good artists on there. Juxtaples, or I think it's Juxtaples. You spell it Juxtapos, I think. Or just grab any random magazine, or tattoo magazines is perfect. The best one I go for is probably Tattoo. The Tattoo one, it just says tattoo on it. But if you're looking for more influences, you can always go Sailor Jerry. You can always look at pinup art. Pinup art is really good. You can always go ahead and sketch those. That's how you practice a little bit more into getting your talent up there. Poetry wise, I would suggest to be reading the classics, like probably Edgar Allan Poe. Philosophy is a good one. Philosophy, it's a very advocate for poetry. Philosophy, like Plato and so on, because those two things come in hand. I mean, that's basically.
Yeah, a lot of my poetry revolves on like pretty violent stuff, but it's all metaphors for some other things. I used to post my poetry on poetry.com, and I always get like negative. For the most part, most people did like the poetry I was writing. But a lot of them were saying like, oh, this is more of a suicide note than it is a poetry. It's like, fuck you, man. You don't know anything. You don't know what it's about. Only I know. And it's my choice if I want to tell you what it's about. And some people thought it was religious, because I actually edited some of them to make it more, I guess, friendly for like society. Because if I did, because one of them, they thought it was religious because, oh, this sounds like a Christian poem or something. And I'm like, no, it's not. If I show you the original one, it's completely unchristian, or not bashing on religion or nothing. I do have a couple of poetry that do talk shit about religion, but this was a long time ago, when I first started. And yeah.
So guys, at the moment right now, it's 9:49 p.m. It is, what is it, Tuesday,
yeah.
Tuesday the 19th. So right now I had to take off right now, so we're going to a quick intermission. So I'm Pony, and he's gonna continue. He's probably gonna read some of his poem. That's how he's gonna end. That's how he's gonna end it.
See if I could find one.
So quick intermission. I'll probably won't be when he start up the camera again. But yeah, we'll try to get the microphone set up. I'll try to
just do it some other day.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Okay. For another time.
Well, and yeah. So I'll try to figure out the microphone.
Yeah, we'll fix that issue. Yeah, but eventually I will get the camera. He'll fix the mic situation.
Yeah.
And I'll get the Logitech HD webcam.
Yeah, right
it records
now.
really well. I saw videos and it looks very clear. The frame rate is pretty high because compared to this actual webcam, the frame rate is kind of slow. It's supposed to be at least like 30 to 60 frames per second. And it's different, you know. But anyways, I gotta edit this video, and he has to take off. So once again, this is Ziggy, and please give us input on how we're doing.
Yeah, I'm Pony. Like I mentioned, give him comments, and then give him some advice how to get some women.
I need some advice.
Pick up lines.
I'm not getting any advice from anybody.
So, all right, you guys have a good day. This has been Lower Class Podcast. Like we mentioned, this is Ziggy. I'm Pony. Konnichiwa, bitches.
See you later.